Sound check. Good morning and welcome to Kraken Girls' first game of the day. This is officially into the platinum bracket with the win last night in overtime shootout. They secured their position in the platinum bracket, which is the top of competitive tier here at the tournament. So the worst finish that they can have is 12th place. Now then we get into a weird bracket setup where wins and losses immediately start to dictate what place you can have. For instance, if they win this game, the lowest finish that the Kraken girls will have would be 8th place. Today's opponent this morning is the Storm Tsunami. They came into the platinum bracket seated 7th, Kraken are 11th in the standings. To get here, their 2 wins yesterday secured their spot in today's setup. And the Kraken girls coming in at 3-3, having to win extra games both days to stay in the platinum bracket, are seeded 11th. And y'all might have heard it, that was the whistle from the referees saying warm-up time is over. Again, it's nice for the girls to have time in the water before the game starts. We do have good news here for the Kraken. Sophia, after sitting out yesterday, got checked out by the doc. Overuse injury. Nothing, everything came back negative, so no tears, no damages. Just be a monitor her, give her a little bit of work, and then keep her rested and ready to go for the rest of the tournament. Kraken have taken the water, working near to far. We're also dark caps, attacking left to right here. Working near to far from the lane line, we have Mina, Sadie, Abigail, Julia in goal, Annave, Sophia back today, and Caroline, it looks like, taking the swim off. Not our whistle for the start. That was the other pool. The referees are getting into position. Haven't even started yet. And there is the whistle for the start. Is everything set? But we hadn't started yet. Jeff's already trying to have a conversation with the referee. Storm wins the swim off. Gets set in there. They send it across to their four. Sophia on the pressure. Abigail holding strong and set. Annabelle dropping. Caroline dropping. Ball is loose. Caroline does end up with the ball. Good defense from the Kraken on that. Julia sends it to Abigail here at the point. Abigail to Mina. Mina drops it into Annabelle. Annabelle draws the ordinary. She's going to have to send it back out. Sends it out to Caroline for the start. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Sends it into Mina. Mina with the left. And that's going to be no shot on that. Shot clock turnover. Ball comes up. Caroline defensively is there. Shot from the Storm off the top crossbar. Bounces back out to the point. Mina on the pressure. Send it to the 4. Annabelle on the pressure. Now into the 5. Caroline on the pressure. Pressing it back. They try to send it in. Sophia working. Whistled for the ordinary. Forcing the ball back out. 15 seconds on the shot clock. They send it far side. Annabelle's going to give chase. Sadie's going to give chase. Restart, 9 seconds. Shot from distance is going to be out of Julia's reach. Lofts its way in. And Jeff managing Sophia's workload is going to swap her out. Sammy comes in. Out to our 2 position. Annabelle sent it back to Abigail for the restart after the goal. Abigail to Mina. Mina getting pressed under, draws the ordinary. She restarts it to herself, walks it in. Walks it in. Shot, top corner. Mina does all the work on that one there. Draws the foul, does the restart to herself, carries it in, puts it near side, top corner. Tied at 1. On the restart, Annabelle on the immediate pressure out to the point. Gets whistled for the ordinary. Switch from Annabelle and Sammy. Comes out. Another switch internally. Mina executes the switch. Whistle for the ordinary. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Save from Julia. Bounces off the crossbar. Jeff with the long distance throw to get a ball out there for the 2-meter restart. Tsunamis sends it to their 4. Walks it in. Annabelle gets a hand on it. Girls collapse. Nice defensive play. Mina, Annabelle, and I think it was Abigail was the 3rd Kraken jumping in there. Get it back to Julia. Julia sends it to Annabelle. Caroline. Whistle.
She can't hear you.
12 seconds. Shot from Caroline. Snag. Nice shot from Caroline. Better save from the Storm keeper. She will grab that one-handed out of the air. Storm works it into the 4. Caroline with the reach, whistled for the ordinary. They send it to their 3. Abigail with the pressure. Send it near side to the 1. Mina all over that. Whistled for the ordinary. Drivers follow nice. Out to the 4. Annabelle for the pressure. Top left corner on that goal from the Storm's number 5. Anave restarts it back to Abigail. Abigail to Caroline at the 2. Caroline looking for help. Dumps it out to Mina on the drive around. Mina draws the ordinary. Restarts it to herself. She's going to draw another ordinary. To Caroline. Caroline to Sadie. Sadie's got 7. She's going to restart. And Sadie's shot goes to the keeper. Able to control that. Everybody's back on defense. It comes to the point. Anave with pressure, but not in her face. Ball gets dumped in. And coming in, you're gonna Sadie on the drop defense, whistled for it. They send it out to the far wing. Abigail holding strong in set D. Sammy. Oh, Julia not able to hold that one out. Bounced off her hand, hit the vertical, and then spun back into the goal. Substitution for the Kraken. Eleanor coming out, going to the far wing, out to the 1. Sammy coming out. Anave plays it back to Abigail for the restart. Abigail to Mina at the 4. Mina forcing the issue through. Gets it. Caroline ends up with the ball, gets it flipped out to Eleanor, who's got lots of open water. Shot close side off of the keeper, off the post. Oh, so close on that. Great shot from Eleanor on there. Fraction of an inch too high for that to drop back down into the net. Mina's got good pressure on 1. Save from Julia on a close-in shot from the set. Strong defense from Caroline. Good switching as the Storm was moving through the zone. Julia sends it up to Anave. Anave out to Eleanor at the wing. No whistle. What? There's an offensive foul whistle there. Not sure what the call was. It gets dumped in. Oh, nice save from Julia. Not able to control it though. Anave's got a complaint to Jeff on that play series. I'm not sure what it was. There was a simmer down motion from the coach. Anave restarts to Abigail. Storm up 4-1. Abigail to Caroline at the 2. Caroline gets whistled for using her head there. Anave should get a ball under. If the ball goes under the water, it's ours. Just for the record. Anave gets whistled for an exclusion. It's going to be a Tsunami power play. And the clock is running. Can't hear the explanation that's coming from the referee. Looks like this is...
I'm just so confused on this.
Not sure what the explanation is, but the ball ended up being Kraken ball. Ball comes out. Julie sends it to Abigail. Abigail up to Caroline. Caroline strokes it in. Caroline draws the ordinary. Shot from distance goes in from Caroline. Keeper was out of position, and Caroline took advantage of it. It looked like as Eleanor made her drive across the net, keeper moved to the right, to her right, and Caroline took advantage of that, going to the keeper's top left. There was a substitution, Annabelle coming out after that ejection. I think Sophia went in for a correction. Mallory went in for her. So now defensively, good switch. Good reach from Sammy. Shot just out of Julia's reach. "30 seconds should be the last shot for the Kraken in the water after everything happened there. We've got Sammy, Mallory, Abigail, Caroline, Sophia, and Eleanor on the far wing. Abigail loses her handle on the ball. Ball's going to go off a Storm player, so we're going to dodge a bullet on that. 13 seconds. Are you kidding me? They're going to wave that off. That's going to get waved off. No goal for Sophia on that one after all that work. And that will be the end of the first period. Tsunami up 5-2.
Not highly paid, but still fun. That was Yes.
It gets an asterisk on that one.
Good job, Sophia!
I could see like if the ball was on the other side, but it was literally in front of her going under the water. She swallows her whistle. So there was the buzzer for the end of the intermission. No, I'm not sure what I just did. Dang it. Well, I apologize in advance to everybody that's out there watching. I pushed buttons, not sure what I did, and now the scoreboard's telling you we're in the third period. We are, in fact, not. This is the second period. And it is not letting me undo all of that. I'm sure there's a way to fix it that somebody much smarter than I knows how to do, but we're just going to roll with it. In the water for the Kraken, we have near side Eleanor, Mina, Sadie, Jessie in goal, Annabelle, Bella, and Mallory taking the swim off. Storm is going to win the swim off. Mallory's going to hold her player there and get whistled for an exclusion. So ball comes in. Hands are up. Trying to send it inside, and it goes top right corner on that bang bang shot. Storm 11-17. I think the call on the exclusion was that Mallory got tangled up with that swim off and they whistled her for a hold. That's the only thing I can think of. Restart comes back to Anabe. Anabe drops it up for Sammy at the 2. Sammy sends it across water to Mina at the 4. Mina, Sadie. That should be an exclusion, seeing how we didn't back off. And then we're gonna give it away. Anabe's gonna press. Go get the ball. Jesse needs to go get the ball. You have got to be kidding me. Bullshit. Bullshit. So in that whole string, there's going to be a 5-meter penalty shot for interference on the shot on Tsunami. What happened on our end, Sadie had a pass come in, drew an ordinary foul, which requires the defender to 1, back off, and 2, give her a free pass. Neither of which happened, which should have been an exclusion on the Tsunami set defense. So after that goal, Jeff is going to call a timeout, talk to his girls, get them settled down. On the restart, will be a half-pool offensive set for the Kraken. So we already up in our attack. I don't know if I'll be able to get that angle, but Coach Jeff, always animated, down here using his assistant, Miss Sherry, as the test dummy, explaining what needs to happen to the girl. As the end of the timeout, 6:07 remaining in the second. Again, I know this is the third. I am logically inept. Kraken are getting set after the timeout. It doesn't look like there were any subs, but there were some position changes. Near to far, Mina, Eleanor, Anabe, Caroline, Sadie at set. Ball goes into Sadie at set. Sadie sends it out to Anabe on the after foul. Anabe to Caroline. Caroline to Mina. Shot from Mina, lob shot, saved from the keeper, takes it off the crossbar. She got just enough on it to bounce it off the crossbar.
Go get her, Caroline.
Defensively, we've got Anabe in set D. Tsunami sends it out to the wing where Sophia is going to get her tied up. They drive through. Caroline is in. Pass comes out. 7 seconds. It's going to lob in for a shot. And it's going to loft over Jesse's head as the shooter was falling away. .5:15 remaining in the second. Storm up 8-2. Looks like we're going to have nearly a full line change for the Storm. Count 1, 2, 3, 4 girls coming out. Sadie restarts to herself. Anabe runs into set. Sophia's got lots of room out there on the far wing. She's going to swim it in, make space, dumps it into Caroline for on her drive. Anabe makes space. Caroline sends it back out to the point of Sadie. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Caroline lets go of the ball. We're going to have a whistle there on Sophia after, even though she hit the ball. Anave whistled for the ordinary, stopping that drive. They send it out to the 2. Mina's going to give chase to that bad pass. Going to press her hard. They send it to the point. Now Caroline is pressing. Ball is under the water in old girl's hand, shot from top left, and no whistle happens. Bella going in for Sophia. Out to the 1. 4:30 remaining in the second. 9-2. Storm. Caroline pops the ball to herself. Sends it up to Mina. Sends it back out. To the point to Caroline. Caroline pulls for the right. She sends it in to Eleanor. That better be. Finally, a whistle goes our way.
Oh, shoot it! Shoot it!
And that is not going to go in. That's a ball under. That should be a 5-meter. And it is. So they waved the goal. Ball did not go in on the goal, but Anave on the pressure
Good job, Anime!
gets a ball under on the keeper, which is an automatic 5-meter penalty shot. And Caroline puts that away nice and neat in the top left corner. Good look to the top right, got the keeper moving to her left and went the opposite direction. Mass line change there. Solid work from Eleanor on that. She comes out a little ginger. Probably a couple kicks in there, getting that exclusion. In the water now, near to far, Mallory, Mina, Abigail set D. Sammy out at the defensive 4. And Bella still out at the defensive wing on the far side. Mallory pressure here at the 2. Anave's going to come in. Forces the ball back out deep. 7 seconds, 4 seconds. Shot from distance off the crossbar. Jesse didn't touch it, so that will be ours. Jesse on the restart up to Abigail. Abigail to Sammy up to 2. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Sammy restarts to herself, sends it to Mina. Mina, lob shot, distance, hits a vertical and bounces out. Comes up far. Mina's going to get that on the errant pass. Good defense on Mina. Able to get the ball, draw the whistle for the ordinary. Gets the restart. Sends it to Abigail. Sends it to Mina.
Good job, Sammy.
Mina restarts herself. Good drive from Sammy. Is going to create space. Mina's going to be able to walk it in. Mina shot off the top of the crossbar. Ball comes out to the Storm 2. Mina on the pressure. Still on the pressure. Walking her back. Comes into the Storm 1. Mallory now on the pressure. Mallory's fighting through a stiff arm. Mina cuts off the drive. Whistled for the ordinary. Strong defense from Abigail there. Abigail should be getting a ball under there. Does not. But gets the ordinary shutting it down. Abigail breaks that up. Forcing it back out. Shot. Out of Jesse's reach. 10-3 Tsunami. 2:04 remaining in the second. Anabe restarts to Abigail. Abigail walks it up. Anabe's going to go into set. Sammy out at the 2. She's got an arm wrapped around her face. Mina's being held, trying to get to that pass. Mina dumps it into Anabe at set. Anabe draws the ordinary, Dumps it out to Sammy. Storm on the steal. Mina's on her horse to catch up. And Jesse's not going to be able to handle that one. Too fast, too close. 1:34 remaining in the second. 11-3 Tsunami. Anave's coming out. Bella's coming out. Caroline and Sadie going in. Abigail restarts to herself as everybody else gets into position. There's too many people over there on the left for her. Mina dumps it into Caroline. Caroline's going to draw the exclusion. Good work from Caroline. Sends it out to Mallory. Then back out to Mina. Mina's going to walk it in to Abigail. Abigail to Sammy. Sammy walks it in. 15 to Mina now. Mina gets the ordinary. Shot from Abigail goes off the vertical. It's going to end the power play. Kraken are going to have to get back here. Caroline's going to take the ball. Now Mina on defense at the point. Abigail fronting on the set. Sammy is going. Sadie following there is going to force a shot high over the crossbar. Jesse sends it up to Abigail. There's 27 seconds. 5. Sadie is going to have drawn a power play here. Got an exclusion. "17 seconds." Shot from Mina. It's going to be easily handled. But Mina's going to press, going to force the issue here. 7 seconds on the shot clock. And that's going to be the whistle for the end of the third. Sorry, correction, end of the second, end of the first half. I was off on all of that right there. Ending the first half, Storm up 11-3. We'll have a 2-minute intermission, and then it will be the official start of the third period. Should have been fresh. They were awful.
Shout out.
Who?
Kylie.
Kylie.
Like the boy Kyle.
Kyle.
She's my my sister-in-law, and she's always been such a wonderful. One time she came, I gotta watch. I gotta listen. She got the one decision how the year gonna make it better.
From Miss Katie, I've got a shout out to Kyle Lynn. Thank you for watching. Appreciate the compliments. I'm actually not that good. I'm just the only one that'll do it. And there's the buzzer for the start of the second half. Teams have changed. Kraken are now attacking right to left. In the water, is waiting for the girls to get set up and see who is where. Initial guesses are we have Eleanor at near side, Sammy, Caroline, Julia back in goal, Sadie, Bella, and Mallory again taking the swim off. Mallory got a great jump on that one. She's got a slight edge and is just gonna get beat on that. Just out of her reach. Storm swim off. Storm swimmer kicked it in those last 4 strokes. Just edge her out. Ball goes in, flipped over ahead.
Good job.
Nice job from Caroline to 1, not catch that whistle on the weird shot, and 2, not react to getting elbowed in the throat. Julia plays it up to Caroline. Caroline's going to stroke around. She's got distance. She's got space. Dumps it to Mallory. Caroline's going to drive. Sadie's going to drop out. Caroline comes out. We now have nobody in the middle and nobody driving. 4, shot. Shot clock violation. Everybody's back. Caroline's going to get whistled for interference, 5 meter. Referees are blowing the whistle, waiting for somebody from the Storm to take the shot, or at least grab the ball. There is a drip off the air conditioner. I'm going to have to move the camera here shortly. Shot over the bar. So Caroline's penalty results in nothing for the Storm. Caroline sends it up. Sadie is going to draw an exclusion. We have a Kraken power play. Goes to the 2 to Sammy. Sammy walks it in. Caroline to the point. Shot from Caroline is going to have a hand on it from the Storm. Nothing out of the power play for the Kraken. Restart from the keeper. Comes up near side to the player coming out of the box. Now they go cross pool. Caroline's going to press. Sadie. Sadie just got elbowed in the face. Caroline coming out. Anave going in. 12-3. Storm. 5:17 remaining in the third. Anave restarts to herself. She dumps it to Bella. Bella loses her handle on it, gets mobbed, sends it to Anave. Anave is going to take her break and going to try and get it over to Sammy. Ball under call. Ball comes near side, far into the corner. It's going to be where Sammy does her best work. She's very good at pressing that back. Actually, both Eleanor's in the water now. This is also where she does her good work.
Good job, Sammy!
And between the two of them, Sammy
Good job, Samantha!
and Eleanor working this near side wing. Pass out to the wing is going to be picked up by the Storm. They drop it to their keeper. Anave is going to wrap that up for the ball under. Nice work from Eleanor and Anave on that defensive set. Restart goes to Eleanor on the sprint. She is very fast in the water. Loses her handle, sends it to the point to Anabe. Anabe tries to send it into Sadie. Sammy gets pressed under the water, sends it far side to Mallory. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Mallory getting pressed back. No! I don't know why we played that short instead of throwing it deep there. (13-3), 3:20 remaining in the third. It's going to be a full line change for the Storm. Substitutions for the Kraken as well. In the water near the far, Eleanor, Sammy, Anabe, Abigail at point, Mina on the far side, and Sophia making the drive from the start, and then it gets cut off. Mina is trying to swim through, but like she is physically being held. They didn't blow the whistle for us. No. Eleanor fighting through, being pulled under. Ordinary foul. Eleanor's in pain. Eleanor was in a lot of pain when she came up into there. She is not happy.
Come on, ref, do your job or someone's gonna get hurt. Somebody's not ready.
Yeah, completely blew that off. Not sure exactly what happened, but Eleanor is in pain.
Big man.
And we're going to have a defensive win for Mina there on that entry pass into the center. Good drop from the Kraken. Ball comes up to Abigail. Abigail sends it far out to the far side to Sophia. She's going to win the race into the corner. She's got the ball. Mina is going to work in. Apparently, Anabe steals that, but ball is still loose. That should be a ball under. Finally, the Kraken are beneficiaries of a ball under. That is the first one for us that went in our favor for the game. Ball is near side to Caroline. Look, Caroline's looking for help. 10 is going to be a... Man up! Man up! Man up! Man up! 10 was kicked! Man up! Power play for the Kraken. Sophia's going to walk it in. Sends it out to the 4 to Abigail. Loses her handle. For some reason, the shot clock didn't restart on our... Shot clock didn't restart, Rev! Goal from Caroline from distance on that lob shot there. Snuck in. I believe that went from Sophia to Abigail, with Caroline taking that final shot. White is definitely not doing their job as far as referees here. Shot clock did not restart on that exclusion, and they couldn't even get the play under control. So, good defense for Mina. Ball is loose. Ball is under the water. Ball is under the water! Your own player is holding them under. If 2 white players are holding the ball under, that's ours. Restart back to Abigail. Minute left. Caroline to Mina. Mina sends it to Abigail. We need some movement here. 52 seconds left. Ball goes in right to Anabe's hand. She's going to draw the ordinary. Caroline's going to try. Shot from distance from Sammy. Keeper gets a hand on it. 40 seconds remaining. Ball comes up near side to Sammy. Sammy's going to get her chance to press into the corner. Storm gets the turn. Ball comes loose. The ball, like, saved from Julia on the 5 meter. Apparently I'm touching things and changing the scores. 7 seconds. That's the end of the third. We'll be coming back for the start of the fourth, final period. Tsunami going into the fourth, up 13-4.
That's because we're princesses. That's what she don't want. You gotta be polite. Yes.
I don't know how Anabe can get whistled for a foul when 2 white players are holding the ball under the water.
Number 7 staff is back here. Right now.
There's the buzzer to signal the start of the fourth. Referees are down talking to Jeff about our girls who have their wrists wrapped. In the water to start the fourth. We've got working near to far, Sammy, Mina, Abigail, Jesse in between the pipes. Sadie, Bella, and Mallory is going to give it one final go for this game on the swim off. Hands are up for the referees. Hands are down, whistle blows, swimmers take off. Slight edge to the Storm on this one. Storm sends it into the point. Driver goes in. Bella's going to get whistled for an exclusion here but Mina is going to on the clearance, have an opportunity defensively. Does not get the ball, but stops that from going back in immediately. Pressure out to the wing. Mina pressure at the point. Whistle for the restart. Goes back to Abigail. Abigail sends it out to Mina. Mina gets whistled, draws a whistle for the ordinary. She sends it to Sammy. Sammy misses the pass, but draws the ordinary. Again, whistle. It would be if we, have a whistle and a clear indication of what's going on. 10 seconds. Sammy draws the ordinary. Oh my. Shoot! Restart. After this missed shot, comes up to the point, now to the near side for Sammy. Sammy's going to press that back. Arm and ball are over the line. Mina now is going to go over. We're going to get a power play for the Storm. You have got to be absolutely kidding me.
No way! Oh, come on. How do you get a 5 meter out of that?
That 5 meter was definitely a makeup call in there because they did not whistle what should have been the 5 meter. And then what was the safe play from Sadie, that is what gets whistled. Sammy out to Nina. Nina. That's a shot. Shot clock restarts. Ball comes out far side, goes back in on the driver. Sophia is going to have a far goal for the Storm. Substitutions. In the water, Sammy, Bella, Sadie, Annabelle, Mina, and Mallory out at the wing.
Number 7, we're watching you!
Throw it! God damn. Nope. Nope. We're going to get an exclusion and a power play on number 4 because they did not back off on Sadie on her restart with that 1 second left. So dodge that bullet. So confused as to why that's running. You called the foul. So the ref called the foul, occurred at half pool. Clock started. Keeper touched that. That should be a 2 meter. 2-meter restart. Out to Bella.
There you go,
Bella to
good
Sammy.
job.
Pass, block. Stay on your horse, Sammy.
Good job, Sammy.
Keep going, get down to the net. Comes near side, goes in deep. Mallory's got that.
Whatever. Late, yeah. Let's just, yeah.
Nice pass from Sammy to Mallory. Mallory into the center to Sadie. Sadie back to Anave. Anave shot near side corner. So many girls touching the ball on that one. Sadie, Sammy, Mallory. Oh, it's not going to let me go all the way out to Mallory. $17-5, 3:03 remaining in the game. Anave's going to be on the immediate pressure to number 4. Out at the point. Sadie out at the 2. Bella's going to pressure. Mina's going to work it to set D off the crossbar. Jesse's going to take that one. Good work from Jesse there. Gets it up to Sammy on the near side. Sammy's got space to swim it up.
Get the goals back, girls. Just get the goals back. Good job, Sammy.
They're going to let Anave just walk that in. Shoot it again near side.
That's not a 2-meter? Because they hit the crossbar.
It was a nice shot from Anave off the vertical. But the whistle blew saying that she didn't pop the ball. Apparently, the beautiful save from Jessie at that short distance. Able to contain it, keep it in front of her, and then secure it afterwards. Plays it out to Sammy on the near side. Sammy's gonna keep working it up. Mina comes down to the near wing. Ordinary. Mina pops it. Shoot! All the
Oh, yeah. Get up there, Mina.
Mina whistled for the ordinary. 1:20 remaining in the game. Mina still working. Shot off the far corner.
Good job, Mina. Good job, Mina.
Jessie plays it up to Bella. Bella to Mallory. Mallory to Bella. Near side to Sammy. Mallory's got a drive coming in. It's going to be a tough choice here for Bella. She takes the ball. That was an impressive tread from Jessie there. She held that for a long time before they finally took the shot there. 38 seconds. This should be the Kraken's last possession. Mallory fights through, draws the ordinary. Sends it up to Anave. But Anave had stopped for the whistle at the other pool, which is interesting because there's not a game going in at the other side of the pool. Save from Jesse on that. So Kraken are gonna get one more chance. Anave's wide open up on the right. And that'll do it. Storm Tsunami winning 18-5 over the Kraken women. I believe that means our next game is at 2 o'clock we'll be playing against, I think, the Kraken San Antonio, I think. Yeah, it hasn't been updated yet. No, that game did already play. I believe it's going to be a Kraken versus Kraken here. Either way, we'll be playing at 2 o'clock. So we will see y'all then.